welcome back to my channel SciTech. In this video, I'm going to do the review of the Realme GT Neo 2 after using more than 10 days of usage. Yes friends, it's been 10 days of using the Realme GT Neo 2 and this is a complete review which I thought of just giving you in case you're planning to buy this phone right now in the Flipkart for about 25,000 rupees. This is a very good deal. I can definitely say that for this kind of price. Yes, because the price is of 25,249, which makes really a lot of sense as well for some of the users to choose this one. I'll try to explain in all the categories whatever I did feel okay and what is not okay in this device, because every phone has its own advantages and disadvantages. So there is no perfect phone, so you definitely understand. But I'm trying to just give you all my thoughts. What are the information I got? I'm trying to share you. Now it's up to you to decide whether you want to select this phone or not. So let's start with all the one by one categories like performance, display, battery charging, camera, connectivity, build quality and updates. So which I did do plenty of other videos before. But this video I'll try to talk about what are the things I noticed different in this 10 days of usage. Those things I'll try to point out. So first main point is the performance mode. So in the performance segment, I did do plenty of testings in this Realme GT Neo 2, and out of those testings, one testing is kind of slightly intense testing, which is a CPU throttling testing in this device, and the phone was able to manage really good results in terms of the CPU throttling results. Yes, the phone was able to maintain really high sustainable performance for long time duration, and CPU overall throttle up to 90% and 94%. There's nothing much major complaints regarding the CPU throttling at this segment, sometimes 94% as well. So overall, I'm really impressed with the CPU throttling results in the Realme GT Neo 2 in this phone, in the Snapdragon 870, which is kind of very close to Snapdragon 870 in the iQOO sound device. Similar kind of performance I'm expecting even in this Realme GT Neo 2. So no doubt in that in terms of the performance wise, I'm really happy with this Realme GT Neo 2 for this 10 days of usage. And not only with that, even the benchmarks, whatever the intense kind of testing you do on this device, always the phone reaches above 7 lakhs, always. Doesn't matter what kind of battery percentage it is, even it is 5% or 6%, still the phone can reach highest level of performance throughout the time. It's kind of that level consistent. There is no conditions apply for the performance in this segment. And temperatures are slightly higher than the iQOO sound device in terms of the temperatures wise. Yes, I did notice slightly higher temperatures in this phone when compared with the iQOO sound device with the same kind of task which I'm trying to do side by side. I did see slightly higher results in terms of the temperature. And right now there is no 90 FPS support in the Battlegrounds mobile game. Hopefully they should give that kind of update as soon as possible. High refresh rate games also right now I cannot play, but you can play by using the other some kind of application trick. Only then you will be able to play high refresh rate games. So these are the few things which I did notice in the performance segment. Next is regarding the display segment, also fantastic friends. 120 Hz refresh rate and 300 Hz touch sampling rate. I'm not getting 600 Hz, and using GT mode, using whatever mode it is, I'm not getting 600 Hz. So for me it's 300 Hz I'm getting, and 120 Hz touch sampling is also very good, very smooth. But there are a couple of things to notice, that there will be rainbow effect when you try to shift the phone sidewise. You will be able to see the color shifting is happening. So when there is a white color background, you'll be able to see clearly what is happening with the rainbow effect. And some of the users did mention that the display is slightly kind of yellowish kind of color if you try to select cool as well, sometimes little bit. That's another thing which I was just mentioning. And the black color crush issue is happening in few units. In few of the users, they already messaged me and they commented me as well. And even I did read in the Flipkart reviews as well. Display was good, but these are like few problems, really small problems, or not a huge problem I would say. The brightness is also really great in this device. The brightness looks fantastic in this phone. No problems with the brightness segment. So you can see the viewing angles, how it looks in this display. 6.67 inches screen size is also really big from the Realme phone. So previously we did see a lot of Realme phones with a small display, but this display looks really big one. That's one best thing which I did like in this phone regarding the display wise. That's kind of fantastic. And overall friends, in terms of the display, these are the few things you should definitely understand. So next is regarding the battery and the charging. No doubt the battery backup is fantastic. I'm getting about close to 7 hours of screen on time. 6.5 hours to 7.5 hours of screen on time I'm getting on an average. 6.5 hours to 7 hours. So it's pretty good screen on time for the 5000 mAh of battery. And time taken to charge is also close to 35 minutes and 36 minutes of time. That's also perfect. So this is the best area which I did like in this device. Battery and the charging is a really good strongest point for this Realme GT Neo 2 in terms of having the really good battery backup in this phone. That's what I did like. So battery and charging, no problem at all. Next is regarding the camera, slightly kind of average camera I'm trying to detect. Not a huge improvement in the camera even after the software updates as well. Still there is a problem, couple of problems are going on with this device. So I thought of just letting you know. So front camera may not be that kind of satisfaction per you in terms of the front cam clarity and everything. But outdoor shots are really good. Outdoor no issues. But low light photography is slightly a problem, little bit. And front cam shots are not that great. Front cam kind of okay. I would say it's kind of same like other Realme phones which we can actually get around 15,000 rupees. So there's nothing much improvement in the camera department in this phone. That's where slight disappointed in terms of the camera. I did expect slightly kind of more shots, but I'm not getting anywhere close to iQOO 7 device. So that's another thing you should definitely understand in the camera department. And the connectivity wise, fantastic friends, connectivity no problem at all. Wi-Fi speeds, 4G plays, 4G plus speeds, and future-proof more 5G bands. Everything is possible in this Realme GT Neo 2. That's also fantastic, no issues at all. Connectivity wise also 100%, 10 out of 10 points I'm giving. So there are a couple of areas which I can actually give 10 out of 10. For example, battery and the charging 10 out of 10, connectivity 10 out of 10. These 2 points I can definitely give 10 out of 10. And even the performance also kind of slightly close. Otherwise with the high temperatures maybe a little bit less, but still it's kind of very close. And display and the camera, these two things little bit not that great. But display first, it depends upon the users. Some users they are getting really good display panels, some users with the black licorice issue and the different kind of gray and rainbow effects. So it's definitely note down. And camera is kind of average. So next thing is regarding the build quality is also fantastic, very good loudspeaker setup, and I did like this kind of haptic feedback in this device, which is really strong and powerful. That's I did like the haptic feedback in this phone, which is pretty good. So no doubt in the haptic feedback, and build quality is also very solid, and in-display fingerprint scanner also really very fast and accurate. No problem with the in-display fingerprint scanner all in my usage. Nothing much major complaints as well with the in-display fingerprint scanner. And these are the few things about the build quality. We do have the physical proximity sensor, physical. Some phones, they don't have any kind of physical sensor. That's the reason I thought of mentioning. That's also fantastic we do have in this device. So overall friends, for this kind of price, it's really good. 25,000 rupees, it's pretty good deal. I can definitely say that. Software updates, 2 years of update, 2 Android upgrades we may get, and 3 years of Android security patch updates as well, 2 or 3 years. That's another thing. But overall, very soon we may be expecting the Realme UI 3.0 as well, maybe next month. That will be very soon. So stay tuned for those videos in case if you are interested to know more details about this device. That's it friends, these are the quick details which are just letting you know after using 10 days of usage. Few things which I did feel difference is the battery backup. Slightly now I'm understanding. It's really good. And next thing is the performance also really stable. These two things are really improved. That's pretty good. So that's it friends, thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates. And for this 25,000 rupees, it's really a very great deal in case if you want the best performance with very fast charging and good battery backup and strongest connectivity. These 3 points, these 3 are strongest points for this device. That's it friends, thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates. In case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.